Fantastic, running and catching and pass blocking. He's been an all-around back and done a great job for us. Hey, can you turn this up?
Next question will come from John Romano with the Tampa Bay Times.
Bruce, could you just talk about the game plans of the coordinators, both Byron and Todd?
Yeah, I thought all three guys had great plans. Byron did a great job, I thought, of just mixing it up, running past, and then pounding them when we needed to, and Todd had a great plan. Keep them in front of us and let our front four get after them, and, they chased him around all night.
Next, we'll go to Scott Reynolds with Pewter Report.
Bruce, what can you say about Tom Brady's performance, especially with that touchdown right before halftime once again, giving you guys a healthy lead at the half?
Yeah, that was a huge drive, that 2-minute drive with a minute and something. Want to start out a little conservative, make sure we got a play in, and we got the long pass interference. Done a great throw with Antonio, and he just played outstanding the whole ball game. He protected the football. We had great protection, and he found a couple guys like Antonio and Gronk. Both their touchdowns were more improv plays, and just did a great job. Great line, great tight ends. Everybody just did a hell of a job. Team effort.
Next, we'll go to Jenna Lane with ESPN.
Hey, Coach, congratulations, first of all.
Oh, chance, baby.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
A few of your major contributors on offense were all guys that were brought in on one-year deals. Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, Leonard Fournette. How big is it going to be, or should I say, how big was it to have them here tonight, but also how big is it going to be for you guys to get them back next year? And when do you guys start on the process of doing that?
Yeah, I think you got to give Jason Light a ton of credit for this football team. He put a great roster together, picking up those guys and still staying cap friendly. And, we've got a very limited time to get into free agency, and we'll try to keep our guys, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Here he is, and Bruce Arians, and congratulations to you and your team. Listen, you took a long route, 3 road stops to bring it home, but boy, did you save the best for the home folks. Congratulations.
Yeah, I can't say enough about our coaching staff, Boomer. They did a great game plan coming into this one, and our players, we had 2 good weeks of practice and preparation, and the guys played their tails off, man. People, I think, our guys were tired of hearing about their offense and nobody talking about our defense.
Well, your defense did, and we're going to get into that pretty deeply, but we make a lot of it and we don't know. Look, you lost to the Chiefs, you had a bye, so there were a lot of things going on. Veteran team had rest, but you got together and closed a lot of things tightly. You never lost since. How much did you look at that last game and go, we got to change, we don't have to change, or did you throw a lot of that out? It was Thanksgiving.
No, we watched that one pretty closely. I mean, we knew we screwed up in that first quarter. We weren't going to let Tyreek Hill get off this time, and Todd came up with a great game plan of keeping Kelsey and Tyreek Hill in front of us, and let that front four get after him.
Bruce, how difficult was it for you to get Tom Brady up to speed, going through COVID, the whole nine, and how long did it take you to get him to full speed?
About this week. It's been a growing process the whole time, Booger. Unbelievable, but I think that second half of the Chiefs game, then we go take the open date. We don't score a point in the first half against Atlanta, but we score 31 in the second half. And we started attacking, and we haven't pulled our foot off the gas pedal since.
Coach, why did you start attacking it? The plus 20 play started to show up as soon as after the bye. You didn't lose again. I mean, what changed? Certainly, it looked like something significant changed in the bye week.
Yeah, I think getting Tom very, very comfortable with taking shots and not thinking about it. Don't worry about it. And that second half in Atlanta, actually we were sitting on the bench with about a minute and a half go. I said, look, we're putting the pedal down, and we're never taking the foot off the gas again. We're going to attack, and it rubbed off on our defense, our special teams, and we just talked about attacking for the rest of the season.
Beautiful.
Bruce, look, you've coached against Tom Brady all these years. You've had him all this season, but I'm just going to take the playoffs in a nutshell. the 3 wild card victories, and now this Super Bowl. You knew all about Tom. You knew what he's about, and if you didn't know, you certainly did by December when you were winning games. But the playoff Tom Brady, what did you learn these last few weeks that wasn't even apparent this fall?
Well, his preparation was unbelievable, Boomer, but his confidence and how it rubs off on the rest of the football team. Him talking to defensive players, he'll might see something on tape and he'll give a heads up to a defensive player, and his leadership is off the charts. And but again, he protects the football so well in big games. And we had very, very few turnovers. A couple of long ones in Green Bay, but they were just punts. But he's a winner, man, and that's all you can say. He brought a winning mentality to a really talented football team that didn't know how to win.
Well, good things come to those who wait, Bruce. 68 years young, and Tampa is the city of champions. Go celebrate with your football family, your family, and what a performance. Congratulations, and thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks,
really,
Coach.
really appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Coach.
Very nice
Thank
of
you,
Coach.
guys.
Thank you. Very nice of Coach to take this time to join us on prime time, especially a different sort of deal. Now, wild card teams to win the Super Bowl. Okay? So we know that the Bucs played 3 road games, and they won the Super Bowl. The Pack in 2010, they had 3 road games. The Giants, 27, they had 3 road games. The Steelers in 2005, 3 road games. Baltimore won the Super Bowl in this stadium. The Ravens, they had 1 home game. Denver had a home game and then 1 as a wild card. Oakland had 1 home game and 1 as a wild card. And oddly enough, in the AFL, 2 road games. The 69 Chiefs, they invented the wild card. The old AFL, the Chiefs. And boy, do these Chiefs wish the wild card wasn't invented for this year, then they wouldn't have had to play the Bucs. So now, the Bucs are on another historic list. So, this was not the game that the Kansas City Chiefs envisioned. The Bucs defense just, no matter what, gave you no time, gave him no space, and picked him off. Patrick Mahomes, he's young, he'll be back. An eye-opener for sure at the podium.
Yeah, I did. Obviously I didn't play the way I wanted to play. But what else can you say? All you can do is leave everything you have on the field, and I feel like the guys did that. They were the better team today. They beat us pretty good. The worst I think I've been beaten in a long time. But I'm proud of the guys and how they fought till the very end of the game.
All right, next we'll go to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Patrick, a couple things. First of all, how similar was what Tampa did tonight to what they did, say, in the second half after that big first quarter in the first time around? Do you see any similarities in their coverage from that game, from the second quarter on to tonight? And I'll have one quick follow-up.
Not really any. They had a good game plan. They kind of took away our deep stuff. They took away the sidelines, and they did a good job of rallying to the football and making tackles. We weren't executing early. I had a few miscues. We weren't on the same page. But credit to them, man. They played a heck of a game defensively and offensively and beat us.
Okay, and was the toe a problem for you tonight? And are you going to be having surgery anytime soon on that?
Yeah, I can't say the toe was a problem when I played last week or 2 weeks ago, and I played well on it. It's something you battle through. You're playing football. You have to battle through injuries. And so we'll look at it tomorrow, and we'll make a final decision on if we're going to have surgery on it or not.
Not a press conference that he was expecting to give. Actually, the toe, real quick, and then I want to talk about the passing, because the first quarter and a half, he had 30 or 40 yards rushing, which was not the plan, but he was good on that, and only had, at the end of the first quarter, I think 2 of 8.
All right.
2 of 8. So, Mahomes, Chiefs, Bucs, let's go both directions here.
So, tactically, he got beat early. I think they outsmarted him.
Right.
And then I think it changed, and then he was under siege, and I saw for the first time Patrick Mahomes act his age. He looked flustered and young. he looked like he was desperate, and as the ball just kind of spitting around, and it's like we have never seen. He's so settled all the time. He's always on top of the game. He's never shown. There's no cracks in the ever. And so tonight was that time where he's like, oh, he's human. And we saw that humanity really kind of exposed tonight because it was the whole team. They were distracted and they looked at completely.
Well, first of all, I don't think the toe was an issue. The reports are he's going to have a procedure done. I don't think that was the issue. He was running around earlier, moving around. The Bucs changed. Okay, early in the first game in Week 12, they showed a lot of single high safety. He got a lot of one-on-ones, and the Chiefs are a big play offense. And when Todd Bowles kept two safeties back, he forced them to slow the game down, take the underneath, take the check.
He can do that. But they wouldn't capitulate to it. I don't know why.
But they didn't want to do it. That was the issue. That's why he panicked, because he's dropping back. And it's clear the offensive line couldn't block the front four. So now if you're the quarterback and you want to go deep, that takes time. And so now Patrick is backing up, looking for those deep shots. And everyone said, run the ball, check it down, get the ball to your playmakers. And they wouldn't do that. And that's when the panic.
I agree.
That's when the panic set in.
I think
when they couldn't get the deep shots.
They did not respond.
Right.
They never responded to what was happening in front of them. They needed 10-play drives. You're good enough. Put 10 plays together. Right. They did 3 or 4. Kelsey over the middle, a nice run by Hilaire. You could see it's like, do that more, and then they'd want to do something special.
Yes.
They'd want to get outside, and they just like, stop. Just a 10-play drive and put it in the end zone. They just never did it.
You know what there never was? And this will sound obvious when you think there never was. I know the Chiefs are big playoff, and we know that. So in other words, a lot of 3 plays, 80 yards during the season. But in the Super Bowl against defenses that are obvious like this or in playoffs, there was no flow.
Yeah.
No flow from the start. 2 of 8, 2 of 9, whatever it was. Like, not it. Tyreek Hill, forget stats.
When you're under siege as a quarterback.
Yeah, but early, it wasn't as much.
I agree with that.
In other words, so in Andy and Bieniemy, they know there are other plays to be called to be in the flow. Summer to Kelsey, maybe a screen game. I don't know.
Yeah, they lost the game in the second quarter. Right. When they needed to respond, come up with something, put a touchdown down, they just couldn't do it.
Put a drive together. If you go back to the Super Bowl when they played the 49ers, the offense kind of sputtered also. Then they ran the football. The running game got the offense going, and then Mahomes woke up and we got Wasp and all that call. They didn't want to run the ball. When you got 2 safeties back, boom, it's a light box. Run the football.
Gotta do
they didn't want to commit to the run. They were looking for the chunk plays, and ultimately that's what cost them.
And then